Another marvelous Monday. And you know what that means. Bigger than the Raw after WrestleMania. It's the hottest sports podcast in all the universe. You know what time it is. It's time for the Flex Zone Podcast, the only place giving you your sports how you want it, when you need it. We're talking NCAA National Championship Game between North Carolina and Kansas. We're talking about Coach K as his career comes to an end. Lamar Jackson was in Baltimore this past week. Had a very special HBCU. We'll talk about that and much more. And of course, we got that WrestleMania 38 recap here on the Flex Zone Podcast. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell for all notifications. Comment down below. Shout out to Juan. See you, brother. Appreciate you tuning in. Again, the only place giving you stuff how you want it when you need it. Flex Zone Podcast. Episode 337, Close to Heaven, here on the YouTube, Facebook, and all social media platforms. Flex Zone 1. That's right, cutting down the competition like they're cutting down the nets in New Orleans is the Flex Zone Podcast. Back here on the YouTube, the only place giving you sports, fellas, how you want it,
When you
When
need
you
it.
need it.
what you
Hey
need
man,
right
I'm never
now.
on time. I'm never on
Hey,
time. When we come back, yo, I'm never on time, yo.
it's all good, Crevonte. The people know you're here. They come to see you. They come to see the hottest sports podcast in all the universe. And much like the tribal chief last night, Jersey Dre acknowledges because we the ones, baby. And we are the undisputed sports podcast home for all your hottest sports talk and so much more. Hit that like button, hit that bell for notifications, subscribe, comment down below. You know the vibes. Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Episode 337, Closer to Heaven. NCAA National Championship Game recap. Coach K, Lamar Jackson in Baltimore at a famous HBCU, as well as WrestleMania recap. And of course, you know we can't leave you guys without getting a little goofy, as it's the new staple to close the show, much like the Tribal Chief Dre. It's Crevonte's Goofies of the Week. And I'm just going to say it is a main event appetizer, not an appetizer, but a main event. Let's get to it. Can't do the show alone. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Nick, what's going on, brother? I see
My
you.
guy, Nick, what's good, bro?
What's up,
Been a
Nick?
minute. Hope all is well. Again, Flex Zone Podcast. Can't do the show alone. Batting lead off, the man above me. He's got on all white and he's giving that sacrifice, baby. He did a restaurant tour this weekend and he ate some good food. Big Raj, what's up, brother?
What's going on, everybody, man? My goodness, man. 8 hours of streaming these last couple of, 4 hours each day, Saturday and Sunday at WrestleMania 38, man. It's gotten your boy beat, bro. Oh, my goodness. I'm still tired from last night, man. But I'm here, ready to recap, ready to talk about this wonderful championship game that's on right now. And also recap a little bit of WrestleMania and what I thought was wonderful and what I thought was goofy. I also was able to hear what Cody has said tonight as well. So got something to say about that as well.
Well, Raj, we appreciate on social media, and of course, he keeps that Raven news coming. He wasn't tired enough to still do a video, so check that video out down below talking about DK Metcalf being recruited by Lamar Jackson. This next man, he's right beside me. Hopefully, he likes the layout. He's a voice of reason, and he's bolder than that ginger ale. It's Crevonte, baby.
Hey, yo, listen, hey, man, hey, Dre, would you say, brother? I like this is different. This is different. Hey, man, listen, man, I've been swamped with work and a bunch of other stuff, but I've been watching y'all work. I've been meaning to say something in the chat, but man, y'all are putting in work, bro. Definitely putting in work. I mean, y'all been putting in work, but like this last week and a half, 2 weeks, Y'all been putting an extreme amount of work, and I'm wow proud of y'all, man. Dre, I'm proud of all of us right now because we're doing big things, man, and we're being consistent, which is what we talked about, forever. So yeah, I just want to take some time to acknowledge everybody here for putting in work, just pulling. Everybody get pulling, and we pulling, and we pulling, and we pulling. I appreciate everybody here, and I appreciate our followers. I appreciate our listeners, our viewers, and all that good stuff, man. But y'all know how it is on Monday nights, Monday evenings. Let's get it. Um, I'm at the step in with me along with D Spirit to talk about the North Carolina Duke game, but can't wait till we get into it, y'all.
Big shout out to Miss Queen. I saw your message.
Hey,
I'll be
Queen.
texting you back shortly. Appreciate your support as always. And big announcement: the Flex Zone podcast. We are growing, as Crevonte mentioned. Before I get to Dre's massive introduction, I don't want to forget. If you want to be a moderator during our live broadcast, watch alongs, whatever we have going on. I'll be doing another one this Wednesday. Let us know. Must have a YouTube account. We'll let you know all the details from there. Make sure we're not getting trolled and make sure that the nerds and geeks and shills get what they come for since Raj can't virtually beat him with his belt. But we'll find you one way or the other. Big shout out to your Oos as well, Dre Lamar. We see you, brother. I like that profile pics, by the way. But this next man needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give it to him anyway. He is the man who can only out main event Stone Cold Steve Austin, more phenomenal than AJ Styles, baby. He is the A-lister, the main eventer himself, the most stupendous producer there is. You can catch him each and every day. Start your day with a cup of Dre on Good Morning Baltimore, the pride of the East Side. Drizzy Dre, Le Champion, the Flex Zone Messiah, the man himself, the straw that stirs a drink. Do I need to keep going? Drizzy Dre, what's up?
Man, I appreciate you as always with that wonderful introduction. And like Crevonte was saying, I mean, hats off to the team. I mean, the work that's been put in, especially this past weekend with the WrestleMania slash March Madness that we're about to get into coverage. Yeah, I appreciate you fellas for everything.
Yes, Nick. If you want to be a mod, like I said, just got to have a YouTube account because we have to communicate with you on YouTube and we can let you know all the details and we can go from there. And hey, we want you guys to be a part of our family. We call you the Flex Zone family for a reason. And yes, Oos, we are the ones, brother. Appreciate you. And shout out to your wife for being with us last night as well. Always good to have the family on with us. But let's get into episode 337. Dre, you mentioned it. We talked about it a little bit this weekend. And like D would say, Coach K, he gone. And it came at the hands of his number one arch rival or nemesis. Kind of like a perfect end to a wrestling feud. The two teams going at it. They already went in Duke's house, ended it. Then finally meet in the Final Four, and North Carolina does it again, Dre. I know you were not too excited about it. You haven't said too much, but you said you were going to save it for the show on Monday, brother. What's your thoughts?
Well, let me eat some humble pie. We lost. Simple as that. But shout out to Coach K. I mean, phenomenal head coach. To me, the best basketball coach I've ever seen, hands down. His attributes to the game of basketball, not only on the collegiate level but on the professional level, the respect that man commanded. His accolades are one of a kind, and so records that I don't think will be broken, at least in my lifetime. What that man has done speaks volumes, and it's a legendary career. I just wish that he could have gotten to go out on top, but unfortunately, he lost to his arch rival. And I mean, what a game that was! And Roger and me got to see that live together. It was fun, even though Raj was tap dancing better than the late Gregory Hines over there, man. One minute he was with Duke, then the next minute he was with North Carolina. I didn't know where he was, baby. But,
He know what he said. He know what he said first.
but wait, and I see Carlos sitting here, so let me acknowledge him. I lost a bet to him.
Nice
Yeah,
picture,
I
by the
know it
way,
was
Carlos, brother.
I
You
know.
gotta tell it. You gotta tell
Shout
it.
out to my big brother. I know. It was twice in one season. I made a bet with my big brother, and I said I will pay up on that bet, and he trolled me like a big brother would. I mean, he just he texted me. We did a segment earlier today, the Flex Zone Sports Report that we do together, and he just the trolling. Now, the only thing I'm surprised he didn't do was call me. That's the only thing he didn't do. Everything else he did. But it's never good when you lose to your arch rival, especially the way that it happened. But Duke, I'm still going to rock with this team, even though Coach K is no longer there. We're going to see the direction of the program because I am a Coach K fan. But I mean, I love Duke basketball, and I'm hoping that we do tremendous. I wasn't even really thrilled about the guy who said that he had to let us know about the status of his wife instead of talking about the legacy of North Carolina basketball. But it looks like they're about to be on the verge of winning another championship. So, I'm not too happy about that. But it is what it is, and we'll come back strong next year.
Real quick, Mark, yes, the game is on TBS. It was supposed to be in 2020, but due to COVID, it was moved. So it was on CBS last year. It's back on TBS. So let us know.
Nick, hey yo, Nick, wow.
Yes, Nick, we're gonna get your info, Nick, and definitely send that to you, brother. Appreciate you. Crevonte, I'll go to you, brother. I think you're happier than most to see Coach K gone along with D, our other flex zone brother. Uh, I think you were on a. We thought
Oh,
Duke had a good chance to
yeah.
win,
Speaking of
but
D, there he is.
well,
Oh, there he is, the troller himself.
Not
Crevonte,
okay.
D walked in right on time for you, brother.
Hey man, what up, D? I'm gonna hold it down for you while you're gone, good brother. But yeah, I was so glad to be wrong because you know how storylines and last hurrahs goes. Like it's always a great happy ending, and then Coach K and the Duke Blue Devils got slapped with reality, huh? Slap. What do the five fingers say to the face? Dre.
Well,
Slap. um, and I thought it was so fitting the way, well, not the way, but how it played out. It was North Carolina. Both times, both key events, it was North Carolina. It's only right that should have been the only way Coach K and the Duke Blue Devils went out is by the hands of North Carolina, though they're arch rivals. Last game at Cameron Indoor, on Coach K's court, handed him a lavish loss. Had them people in there crying. It was bad. Had all the alumni, all his mans in them that then grew up, see them get put down by double-digit points. Man, it was great to see. And then he had to still have that ceremony afterwards. I was like, ooh, that ceremony is real sour. It's real sour right now. And then it's like, all right, they gonna clean it up. They gonna clean it up. And they gonna go into the championship. I mean, they gonna go into the NCAA. And for them to make it to the Final Four, still absolutely amazing. Still amazing nonetheless. But then here comes the Tar Heel Blues from down the street. Slap. That's what it was. That's what happened. But
are you finished? Are you finished going on this soliloquy?
slap. But more important,
who is Facebook user? That's what I want to know.
I know for some reason that's odd that's not.
that is very odd.
It's Coach K. It's Coach K.
That's Coach K. Hey, but I'm really excited for Coach Davis at North Carolina. It's not many brothers that get the opportunity to already have a top-notch team because usually you know how they treat the brothers. Usually got to start from the bottom, and he was handed the reins right after Roy Williams, and he is not disappointing at all. Interesting. Another fun fact: both coaches in this championship game came out the Roy Williams and got to the championship in year one, which is crazy. But shout out to the brother. He's doing work. I believe halftime there, but 15 or something. And on the betting side of the game, +4 was screaming at me, Byron. North Carolina +4 was screaming at me, and I took it. I took it. I'm mad I didn't take the first half too at this point, but Shout out to Davis. Shout out to Coach Davis, coaching the boys up and getting to the championship in year one, and sticking before he got up out of here. It was
Real
great to
quick,
see. Great basketball.
those on YouTube interested in being mods, you just got to drop your channel link or your profile link on YouTube in the chat. If you drop it in the chat, I can copy and paste it, and I can reach out to you later on. Raj, you did pick Carolina. To your credit, when we did our preview show, you stood by it. You were right. Like you've been with a lot of things, including the Bucks and other things, etc. But you love Coach K, so you were torn, like Dre said.
I was torn, man, and watching that game on Saturday, I wanted Duke to win. I did, but I
Hold on.
also wanted to be
First of all, Crevonte wasn't here. So where were you on Saturday and Sunday? Well, Saturday. We'll start with Saturday because I have a reason to ask.
okay. Well, on Saturday, I went to Jimmy's Famous Seafood for
Hmm.
WrestleMania and the game.
And
So I
you were
was able
at
to
the
watch
blacks
both at
only
the same
bar.
time. It
He
was
was
the
able to sit at
food
the
was
blacks only bar, Crevonte.
hey. The seat was reserved this time, no, Byron. The seat was reserved.
I bet it
We wasn't
was.
sitting outside on the
You-
patio.
What did the
We was
sign say?
inside. We
What
And
did
was
you
the
know what?
sign say?
inside.
It's something I didn't even think about until Byron said it. He was like, "Y'all, y'all was the black only section, right?"
I don't give a damn. It don't
Look,
matter. The
Crevonte,
food
they
was
get two
good.
TVs. That's it. They get two TVs. That's it. Blacks only.
Either way.
And
Either way.
let me guess, Byron. We had to get served by the black waitress, right? It was only
I'm
fitting.
guessing that's
We
who
actually
served
did
you.
though.
I'm
We
guessing
actually
that's
did
who
get
served.
served by the black waitress and a white waitress as well. Oh, by our famous black waitress,
No,
if you know what I mean, Bob.
but
But
The famous waitress.
yeah, shout out to her. But yeah, man, it was an epic showdown. It was a very close game all the way through. I couldn't keep my eyes off of it at times. Um, Shout out to North Carolina, they got the job done. I figured they was going to be in this national championship game. Y'all laughed at me at the beginning of March Madness. Oh, they're not going to go far. They're not going to do nothing. Hubert Davis got them boys playing, man. Hubert Davis then woke something up in them, and it was wild. So, shout out to Hubert Davis and his great wife for helping that North Carolina team get to the championship game. Now, like with Coach K, I said it before, man. One of the greatest coaches to ever coach in the NCAA. Over 42 years since 1980. He's been putting it down. Such an inspiration, especially for the Olympic teams that Kobe and LeBron and Carmelo were on. He's been awesome, man. He's just an awesome guy, an awesome coach. Yeah, they lost the game Saturday, but they played their asses off. They try hard for Coach K. That's what all his teams do. They try hard, and that's all he really wants, man. He just wanted them to give him everything, and that's exactly what they did. They gave Carolina everything. They just came up short, and that's how it goes sometimes. But I can't take nothing away from his career. He was awesome. So I see D still hating in the comment section, being a complete and utter bastard. He was talking about Coach K getting a stone cold stunner. I'm a damn it. If you was on here, I stone cold stun your ass right up off of this damn chat. But anyways, like I said before, man, Coach K he was a constant professional. He's going to be missed, and it's the end of an era. So hopefully, whoever's the next coach at Duke can continue the tradition of winning. So we shall see. But 42 years, Coach K, we appreciate you. We love you. You was a great rival to Maryland, and it is what it is, man. See you on the other side.
Well, before we move on, national championship game is currently going on as we speak. Rod, you got a
talk
score
about that.
update? Rod, you got a score update for us?
I think it's halftime.
A lot to a little.
I think it's four. I mean, hold on. Let me get a proper score update for you real quick.
Yes. We know North Carolina's all right.
Hey, they whipping some ass, because I picked
Hey,
them to win.
Crevonte, put your phone down. Man, send over here. And Nick.
It's
Nick
40-25.
Yeah, we know.
40-25
People don't
at
care.
halftime. Carolina's putting the beats on Kansas. Go Carolina. Go Hubert Davis and his white wife. We appreciate you. Definitely. We love you. Get that job done for me, baby. Get that job done for me.
Hey.
So Rod, he can sit at the whites only bar when he goes to Jimmy.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Roger said it without me blanketly saying it, but yes, he over there. That's the first. Like it was like like I think he's more proud of having a white wife than about to win a national championship.
Hey man, whatever floats his boat, man. If it helps him.
No.
Right.
See I can't root for that OJ type of brother.
Hey. Hold up. Time out. Whoa. He's not OJ. Now you calm that down.
What was the first comment he said, Roger? I have a white wife.
Yeah, and that's great.
Come on, man.
And you see he's a happy man, and he's doing the damn thing over there in Carolina.
Yeah. He shouldn't have won it. He shouldn't have won anything. If anything, I'm starting to think that this is fixed. That's what I'm starting to think.
Well, Crevonte, why is the score so lopsided early on? Looks like Kansas can't buy a bucket.
Well, I think the national championship happened a few days ago. we all know, like in basketball or in football, mainly in football and like single elimination tournaments, sometimes the NFC Championship game is better than the Super Bowl, and sometimes the AFC Championship game is better than the Super Bowl, and we know that. We feel that because of the caliber of teams that we have. North Carolina Duke, I wish that was the national championship. I'm not even gonna hold you because we knew what the implications were, and we knew how much that game meant to both schools, but also to one Coach K, being potentially at the time, before the game, potentially his last game. That's what it was, and these are the juggernauts in the tournament. And I want to say it was only a handful of ACC teams that was in the tournament to begin with. So, and obviously two of them being, Duke and North Carolina, and one of them, for the fact that one of them made it to the championship is amazing. But I just think Kansas is a little bit overmatched. Baycott, even not at 100%, is still a bully down low. And North Carolina has shooting. It's just, I believe the moment may be a little too big for Kansas right now. They kind of put their foot in Villanova, and yeah, they had an amazing year. They were number 1 seed. It's just those are some two heavy hitters. I felt like whoever won between North Carolina and Duke was going to win the championship.
Yeah, I agree with you, Crevonte. And these comments, I see y'all trolling Nick about Duke and how he lost to North Carolina and the hype man over there. I see you. Y'all go ahead, y'all. Yes, go ahead. Have all your comments today. It ain't gonna be like this forever.
So is this game over, Dre? Is this game over, Dre?
This game is over before it even started, man. I mean,
and they had the nerve to have North Carolina's underdogs. I said, "Oh my gosh, no, they didn't. Give it to me +4."
Man, this game. Oh boy! I think we have somebody on the line.
You don't need nobody on the line. You don't need nobody on the line.
I think a certain bastard has joined the chat.
Show your face.
Wow.
Show your face.
Wow. Well, Dre, you was out there running like a little chicken yesterday, and you want to come on here tonight. What you got to say now, huh? What you got to say now?
I hate you.
Like I told you he's going to repeat. Told you. No.
I swear.
You like that little picture avatar tonight? You like that? He couldn't pay the refs off. He lost the money.
Look, ain't nobody. Look, let's be real, for the viewing public out there, ladies and gentlemen.
You out there hating on Hubert Davis because he got a white wife. Who cares?
You ought to care.
I'm not hating. Hating. Shout out to the brother.
I know you're not, Rob. I'm talking about Dre here. Who cares? He got a little Falilla in his coffee. Who cares? He got the job done for me.
Yes, he likes
In
a little
America.
soft. Yes, yes.
So
But
it's for you, isn't it, D?
but
It's not just for me.
no, but let's be serious, okay? The reason Duke lost that basketball
really?
game is because in the final minute, the final really 2 minutes of the game, they just couldn't really find any baskets. For some reason, those shots were just not going in, and they weren't able to hit their free throws. If Duke is able to hit those free throws, I'm telling you, we win this game.
Hey, Bobby, you know why Duke ain't hit them free throws the other night?
Go ahead, D. Tell them
Because they
why.
was watching WrestleMania. They was watching WrestleMania, and they dropped the soap and the ball and all the above.
Show your face over here talking all this trash. I'm calling you to the congregation. You need to come. You need alcohol. Come on up.
I'm doing the run in because I ain't gonna be on here too long.
We don't want you on here at all.
Well, real quick, D, while you doing a running, real quick,
sir.
thoughts on WrestleMania, and can you give us a quick Raw update? I haven't seen anything yet, haven't read anything. What's going on, real quick?
Wow.
Bobbin, if I would have watched Night Court, I wouldn't have been on here.
Is that
I
bad?
would not been on here. If you see what the lines look like tonight, you'll see how bad it is.
Oh,
well,
joy.
no.
God.
Well, it did start out pretty good with Cody Rhodes. So
Yeah. Cody did his thing. You know, he talked about why he was back. Seth Rollins shook his hand like a goofball. He looked goofy again. I don't get it. He looked like Coach Galia K. That's his new name now since he retired. Galia K.
what?
This
What
guy,
kind of doesn't even flow?
this guy,
That's flow.
this guy right
I gotta
here
be
is nuts.
politically correct.
He's nuts. He's crazy.
Do I look like Seth Rollins to you?
Yeah.
Yes, you do actually. With the
No.
pulsating Coach K.
So D,
talking.
is Hammer about to come out in New Orleans? Is it time to bring out Hammer?
You know, Kansas getting thumped right now, man. They running in the ball, so I gotta admit, North Carolina. When I talked to Hubert Davis last summer, I don't think he even expected to be right here. He was out recruiting. He was doing his thing. I can't believe it. I gotta give him credit, and I'm not the biggest North Carolina fan, as you guys know. I am not. But since they took care of things for the nation and got rid of America's nightmare, aka this coach Galia K Run. Thank God. Oh, Crevonte, you should have seen me on the live stream for WrestleMania. That was the best thing of the whole night. The best thing of the whole night. By far.
Fair enough.
You know what? Y'all making me mad.
Oh, you think that's bad? Have you seen the Lakers lately?
I gave up on the Lakers a long time ago.
We're not talking about them no more, man.
The Lakers will no
Duke
longer
was
be
my only
mentioned on
hope.
this show. The Lakers will no longer be mentioned
Well,
on this
I
show.
They're an
tried to get
embarrassment.
that weeks ago.
They had that smiling point guard on first take today as well.
Oh my gosh! And the trolling between all of y'all. I mean, Jesus. I mean, why is there so much hate for Duke? Like even in the comments, why do y'all want to see us down? Why do y'all want to see?
Dre, if you don't know, let me tell you why. They want to see them down because they used to embarrass Maryland a whole lot.
I remember.
It ain't just the Maryland thing. It's never been the Maryland thing, sir.
I remember.
We used to take care of Duke.
Duke used to destroy Maryland every time they played.
Oh, time out. Oh, no, they did not. Maryland got a lot of share of wins when Gary Williams was there.
But when it mattered the most,
Gary Williams was there. How long ago was that?
They didn't get it done when it mattered the most, D. That's what I'm
saying.
No,
it ain't because of that mainly. It's because of Coach Gay getting away with cussing at referees.
So
like his mentor, and crazy Bobby Knight.
Guess what?
He was politically correct crazy.
Let me give you a quick lesson real quick before you get your behind up off your head. Some of the best athletes that we love cussed at people. Guys like Kobe, guys like Jordan, they were assholes.
We don't mind that.
They ran things the way they wanted to do it, and they did it.
Difference is you didn't hear them do it on air. You
guess what? Guess what? Coach K did it the way he wanted to do it, and I love that guy.
And cussing out Dean Smith. That's why Crevonte was right earlier. It was fitting North Carolina did this too.
No, you know what? You need to be cussed out. That's what needs to happen.
You need to stop it.
You stop it.
You was running Dre. We didn't even hear from Dre yesterday till WrestleMania. That's right.
And look at the biggest troll of them all. I don't know who's going for troll of the year. Is it is it Nick or is it Carlos? Which one of y'all?
That's right.
Y'all just
Coach K got smacked like Chris Rock there. He got smacked like Chris Rock. Will Smith.
Hey, don't make me get Tony Rock now. Don't make me get Tony Rock
out here. He does that dude. He about
to smoke. You don't want that Tony smoke. You don't want that.
About the smoke.
Well, D, how can they keep up with you, brother?
Well, Dime Sport Network, we're dropping some of the content we had over the weekend. Big time AAU action with Team Durant, Team Takeover, the Team Thrills. A lot of action coming your way. Low lacrosse too. Dime Sport Network on the Instagram, Twitter, and the Facebook. All that good stuff. It's been busy, so I know Dre. Hey, Miss Queen. I know Dre's over there crying still, doing a lot of crying because what's left of the Lakers is not going to be in the playoffs.
There you go. Get your tissue.
Puke there you go. There you go. Get the tissue out. Puke is gone. It's like Duke mayonnaise. You won't see it again. Duke's mayonnaise, baby.
Whatever. We'll be back. We'll be back.
You, D, for hopping on, brother.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I know you won't be gone. Holla, man. And remember, get them tears. Save your tears for another day.
Oh, hell.
That's right.
Kick his ass off the thing. Get that fool out of here.
Save your pig tears for another day.
Oh, man. Well, we got to talk about Brittany Griner, D's other friend.
Oh boy. Bye. I'm gone now, Brian Griner.
I know how to get him out of here.
Get him out.
I know how to get him out of here. Look, I know how to get him out of here. Oh, man. Dre, Brittany Griner still being detained. Your thoughts on the situation?
I'm trying to really be serious with this. Hold up. I'm happy that the WNBA players have had a chance to speak out about what's going on with Brittany. Of course, we're saying free Brittany and the ridiculousness that's going on with her being detained over there. But this is honestly I would hope that this would be a wake-up call for them to look at the pay of WNBA players, because for even her to be in this situation is utterly ridiculous, honestly. And you see strides with the WNBA, but though it's getting better, it still has so long of a way to go. And for her, like I said, for her to even be in this predicament is honestly utterly ridiculous. And hopefully, I know the gap is closing, but it's still it just honestly just needs to be closed at some point.
Crevonte?
Not even close, Dre.
I know, brother. That's if you notice. Oh, I'm sorry. My hands like.
He said. that was. It's terrible, man. It's terrible, and I absolutely hate to see it. This is one of the main things that women fight for in America. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody to feel as though they have to, and granted, I haven't heard that that she's doing it because she needs it for financial reasons. Are we assuming that, or did she say that? Are we assuming
No. I think Brittany is one of those ones who's as far as WNBA players, she's well off. She just she loves the game. And I never get mad at somebody for collecting an extra check, but just to even put in that predicament though, is like
it's absolutely absurd. And it's unfortunate because things that the scales are pretty unbalanced in America. So to go overseas and to see what's happening, it's like, there is a step under this, which absolutely sucks. Absolutely, she does not deserve what's happening to her right now. Unfortunately, literally, like, this is the definition of wrong place, wrong time. Through no fault in particular of her own. It's just wildly unfortunate. But to Dre's point, the gap has to close. And I'm not saying completely, but it has to be manageable, man. Because like at this point, they're like low level celebrities. Like they need regular jobs in the off season. Like it was like this once upon a time for when the NBA and the ABA when that was a thing. It was a lot of ball players that had to have side jobs for when the season wasn't going. But now, I mean, you got a few people's salaries on your belt, the money that these NBA players are making, but the women are getting barely one. And we're talking about average salaries. So, you know, they're pretty damn good entertainers themselves. Even on the women's college basketball level, they're pretty damn good entertainers, and they deserve to be paid like it. But you know, it absolutely sucks for the situation for what it is. Brittany Griner does not deserve this, and prayers to her safe return as she gets out of this mess. By saying one goddamn thing, she got this, she ain't never going back. You ain't got to worry about her.
I would not go back.
Raj, go ahead real quick.
Well, it sucks that we're still talking about this. Honestly, she should have been home a couple months ago. But yeah, man, the WNBA wage gap has been is atrocious at best. Like the last time I heard like a NBA player having a side job or just not getting paid enough money was when Larry Bird was working on the farm with his dad in the off season, and that was like back in the '80s. So, yeah, man, it is ridiculous, man. I feel bad. I feel bad for her for real. She's used to going over there and playing for the Russian team, but after this experience and after all the stuff that's been going on between Russia and Ukraine, I'm pretty sure she'll never visit that country again. It's just a damn shame, honestly. She shouldn't be a casualty of war, or have to deal with this nonsense from Putin. But it is what it is, man. So you live and you learn. Hopefully she makes it home alive. Hopefully it's very soon, and hopefully she learns from this experience and talks about it, and hopefully makes a ton of money from it as well, because she pretty much can tell her own story of what happened over there, and how things were in that prison that she's in right now. So hopefully she makes it home, or hopefully nothing else pops off with Russia.
All right, let's get to it. Jersey Dre, you mentioned this last night, and I seen people talking about it last week on social media, but it looks like grade 8, the Ravens quarterback, the unanimous MVP, a man who's gonna make a boatload of money whenever he does get that contract. Lamar Action Jackson was at the Morgan State University, Jersey Dre, the alma mater of these three gentlemen up here, yourself, Crevonte, and Uncle Raj.
I mean, I was excited about this. I wish I could have pulled up when it happened. Lamar over
So
there.
let the people know what he was doing. Give me some background, because I don't really know what happened.
Lamar came up there, visited the school. He went up to Chick-fil-A. He was up there with the lacrosse team as well. And I mean, you saw him taking some pictures with some of the staff. So it was good to have him on our campus. Very unexpected too, that this happened. But I mean, that shows you that the type of brother that he is, somebody that's in the community, willing to be out here in these streets, as Crevonte would say. But I mean, it was definitely a good look, not only for the Morgan State University, the national treasure. I could go on and on about our great school, but honestly, also for the Ravens as well, because I feel like Lamar is Baltimore, like how we had Ray Lewis, and we were saying that Ray Lewis was kind of like our rep. That's how Lamar is right now for us. He's he's not only representing the Ravens, but he also represents Baltimore. Even though he's from Florida, he is one of us. He's for the
Crevonte,
cult. He's for the cult.
Crevonte, you could tell he a real when he had he hit up the Chick-fil-A.
You already know, man. I already know it was lit up there. But Dre, you forgot one thing. He was behind the counter at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he was what's the saying? He was kissing babies and shaking hands.
he was doing all that good stuff, and I noticed that there were a couple other NFL players that was like going to like local spots and like actually working, taking orders and stuff. I remember, I think it was Jalen Ramsey and Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
They were at different. I think one was at an ice cream parlor, and other one was like at a pizza spot or something. But I like that. That's cool. That brings you down to like, yo, this what people on this level deal with, like the high, fast pace, all that. It's not. It's a different level than it is with football. Because when you think about it, these guys probably never had regular jobs in their lives. You know what I'm saying? And they just come, and now the NFL players make an absurd amount of money, or in Lamar Jackson's case, above average money. Now he's not absurd yet, but he's gonna get there. But I absolutely loved it. One, it's free publicity, and you get to show you've been in the community, man. Everybody saw that he was on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, and it was local, and you know he got some time. So I appreciate him for going to an HBCU, because that's one thing a lot of folks aren't doing. And just being overall in the community, and you know that adds value. And anywhere he steps, that adds value. And you know, the Morgan State University national treasure. You know what I'm saying? Keep adding to it, baby. Shout out to Dr. Wilson and the administration over there getting it done, man.
Right.
Faculty, staff, students, everybody over there just getting it.
I'm just mad that I missed him for real. Very upset that I didn't get the memo that he was coming to Morgan State, because if I knew he was coming, I would have ran up there for real. Especially since
we need that drop. We need that drop, Lamar. We need that drop.
Yeah, especially since I was off. You know, I was like, he went up to Morgan? I was like, oh, really? So I didn't know till after the fact. But man, it's a great look, man, for real. It really is. I'm so glad that he stopped by Morgan State University. Morgan's been doing a lot of big things, honestly. They got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of acres that have been bought, you know, a lot of buildings that have been made. A lot of things have been done for the students as well. They got a lot of positive aurora around them right now. So that it's a beautiful thing, especially when a guy like Lamar Jackson blesses your campus with his presence and shows a lot of love to the students. So I'm glad that Lamar's doing his thing. Glad that he made a stop at Morgan State.
Yes, we did.
And also I'm happy that he's reaching out to, you know, wide receivers such as DK Metcalf to try to come to the Ravens. So he's doing a lot of things.
Hey,
man.
Mark, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did as well. I work over there. So yeah, I got the news. I said, okay, Morgan.
But yeah, man.
That's a good look though. What Morgan doing over there.
Shout out to Lamar Jackson and Morgan State, man. Hopefully he comes back, and hopefully I get to meet him. If he comes back.
That's right.
Hey, y'all. Morgan needs more housing space, because they can't house all these students that's coming through that thing now.
Yeah, but shout out to Morgan as well for like Rod said, they're building. And I mean, you know, we got a nice dorm on the way. They're not done. They are far from done. Dr. Wilson has a plan, and he is executing that plan to the fullest.
Y'all see that Northwood Shopping Center? My heavens!
Yeah, when is that supposed to be done? That's supposed to be done soon.
It should be done before homecoming, honestly.
Woo! So
And it's looking,
And
it looking,
Sonny's
it
by the
looks,
end of
it
the
Sonny's is
looks
year,
good
coming
over
back,
there.
baby. Sonny's is coming back, baby. I need those sticky wings, 6-piece fries. That's right, baby. Give
Yeah,
me all
you
the
make
Sunny
me
sauce you
hungry,
can give
man.
me. All the Sunny sauce you can give me in the bag, baby. But Lamar, big shouts out to him. Hopefully next time Raj can catch him so we can get some flex no love and get that drop from him as well. And yes, D, Kansas is fighting back. Raj, give a quick score update before we get into this Mania talk.
Go Kansas.
the tribal chief is on. So let me turn
No,
back
Go
a
oh,
little
you
bit.
Cowboys.
multitasking. Oh, you
Yeah, yeah,
multitasking.
yeah. 46-41. Kansas is down by 5. So they making a comeback and they fighting hard. But we'll see.
Well, we are honored to have another illustrious guest here on the Flex On podcast. Women's History Month is over, but it's every day, 365. And you know, we continue it here on the Hottest Sports Podcast in the universe. Raj and myself, Dre, we had the pleasure of meeting this lady while we were out at Jimmy's Famous Seafood watching. I was watching AEW. Me and Raj watching AEW. I know she's there for all the WWE events. She knows the product. Very knowledgeable. She's graced us with her presence here on the Flex Zone podcast. Another illustrious guest, Queen Mia, is here on the Flex Zone podcast. Give it up for her here in the virtual building, everybody, as we welcome her in. What's going on? How you feeling?
Hi,
Hey.
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Good. And
We're
just like the
we're
tribal
doing great.
chief making this
Good,
entrance,
good,
you're
good.
making entrance on the podcast, so we will acknowledge
As
you,
I
Queen,
should.
as
Thank you.
well. Let's get straight to it. You know
I
why
like
you're
the food
here.
talking about.
Right, right. You know why you're here. WrestleMania 38 was darned as stupendous, 2 nights, and now the Raw after WrestleMania, a lot to talk about. But let's get your thoughts on the weekend from the Hall of Fame to both nights and looking at what's going on Raw so far.
All right. So first of all, Raw has just been very, very underwhelming. Usually, Raw after
You're the
Mania,
second straight person to say that. Oh my goodness, I'm mad. I'm looking forward to
Raw
watching it.
Raw after Mania usually is supposed to be epic, something that you look forward to because that's when all of like this gets us on the road for the rest of the year. Like this is what's supposed to set us up so that we are on our way. And it's just been underwhelming. First of all, they opened the show up with Cody sleep. Um, Second of all, like, why was that what you did? Like, come on, please, like, stop. So that's just this. It's just been underwhelming. I'm not impressed, not happy. Just gonna go ahead and leave that alone. I'll check the highlights later or tomorrow, and just deal with it like that. I thought Hall of Fame was actually really, really nice. I really would have been super excited if JTG was able to speak when they were given
Yes.
during Shad's presentation. However, I thought that Shad's son stood up there very, very proudly because it couldn't have been me. I'd have been bawling, and I was crying. Like at home, I was actually at work when I was watching it, and I was crying. So I was just like, that little boy is better than me because I'd have been in tears, and I was. So, yeah, I thought Undertaker's speech was absolutely beautiful, and I don't remember the last time I heard a speech like that, from somebody that like was inducted. I don't really remember like that. So that was really nice. Night one of Mania was it was so first of all, Bianca absolutely slayed the whole thing. Like started off right there. First of all, I have on my EST shirt. If y'all
Show the
can see
people,
Hey,
show the people,
it.
show the people. There you go.
Hold on. Let me go ahead
There you
and
go. There you
there
go.
you go.
so
That's right.
yeah, yeah, representing her all the time, all the time. From her entrance to throughout the entire match, she carried. Like it was just nobody topped that entrance, and I was really thinking somebody was gonna night two, somebody was definitely going to that's just, I felt that I thought somebody was gonna top it, but it was just like how do you top that? She had an entire marching band up there. Like please, that nobody was coming close to it. Nobody. I thought their match was fantastic. Not better than Sasha and Bianca, but it was still really good. Like it wasn't dull. They didn't have any like mishaps. It was really good. Um, Charlotte and Ronda was just
Ah,
Go to
it
sleep,
was
take a nap.
oh absolutely bathroom break, whatever you want to call it. it was definitely just not it. I couldn't even. It went on for way too long. This person, like how I felt, it went on way too long. Just average. I can't even remember the fact that Logan Paul even was there. It was just blew the shit out of me the whole time. I was just blown. I was like, and the only reason why he was there and nobody else has been able to convince me otherwise was because Bad Bunny last year shut it down. Everybody was talking about he was the best person to come from outside of the ring to come in there and do that. And he still is. And it's just like, they didn't want, this Latino man being the person that they were talking about. So they brought in this white man. I don't care. Argue with your mama because I am not the one. That's the truth. He didn't even do all that great. He did okay, but he didn't do better than Bad Bunny. And so that's just like, when somebody sets that standard, if you don't rise above it, there really isn't much to talk about. I'm trying to think about what else happened. I thought the Usos and them, it was nice, short and sweet. Great. Was ready for that to be done. Night two, don't really remember much except AJ got popped in the face by some pyro. That was crazy.
Yeah, we were doing a
Um,
live stream. Make sure we're gonna talk to you about that because we might have you join me for the next one coming up this week. But we was like, why is he bleeding? He did a Goldberg. What was going on with that?
he got popped in the face by some pyro, and he actually, I don't remember if he was on his own live or if he was on somebody else's live, but he actually said that he got popped in the face by pyro, and that's how it happened. So I thought that we were just gonna like hear something. I thought I was gonna read about it, but he actually spoke on it, so I was like, okay, that was shocking. Um, but yeah, so he got popped in the face with pyro. That was crazy. I thought Damian Priest's little pop up at the end was like it was a little bit, I feel like they could have done something else better than that, but it was nice that he actually did not interfere. So I feel like, all right, so we're gonna get another Edge and AJ, and I'm thinking by the time that we actually get Edge and AJ again, Edge will probably have his whole stable together. But I'm not holding out for that. They are building. I want them to take it slow and actually just do what it needs to be done so they can build the stable, and it actually is something that people can be like, okay, like this might actually be something good. Trying to think about what else. I really don't know if there's much else to say. I don't.
Did you like Pat McAfee, Vince, Stone Cold, the
I went
Roman?
to the bathroom.
Okay. The main event wasn't the biggest match of all time, was it?
It was, well, so honestly, we've been seeing Brock and Roman for 8 years in a row. Like
Not 8 years in a row.
there's not really much that they can do now that is like, oh, okay, Brock, Roman, yes. It's just like, okay, Brock and Roman. Now I'm gonna sit there and watch because the tribal chief, this is fire. But as far as like them in the ring, they have great chemistry, but there really isn't much that they can do now to keep us invested in actually watching them wrestle. I get what they were trying to do, but they just did not make it because we've been seeing them fight each other for years. So without a stipulation, there really isn't much for us to look forward to with them.
Dre, Raj, y'all want to hop in here real quick?
Yeah.
Well, she's right.
I was going to say I
Go
agree.
ahead,
I want to agree. I think that just seeing the end of Raw, I mean, a lot of us were hoping that Rock would come out and or something to give the Raw after WrestleMania that pop, and it just didn't happen. So there are rumors saying that Roman Reigns is really injured. What are your thoughts about that from the match with Brock Lesnar?
If he is, so I did do some scouting, and I've been looking just because I actually want to know. Like, I don't usually like do the spoilers, and I don't follow many people that do spoilers. But when I saw that he was like really like grasping like his shoulder, like it was hurt, I was like, okay, so now I need to be on the lookout because if he's hurt, this is gonna change some things. It doesn't look like anything serious, and I haven't read anything that said it was anything serious. So far, it kind of just looks like he either pulled something or he might have strained something, maybe a minor tear, but nothing super serious. I'm hoping that it stays like that. And if he's injured, it opens up the floor for, he'll have to like relinquish, and then it opens up the floor for new competition within majority of the males there. However, if he's not and we keep going, I'm ready to see who else is going to step up.
Go ahead, Raj.
Becky, I mean, not Becky Lynch. Bianca Belair. I didn't care for her first run with the championship belt, but hopefully this time around, since Asuka should be coming back,
She
Bailey
didn't come
should be
back
coming
tonight.
back.
Hmm.
No,
No.
nobody.
Underwhelming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Underwhelming.
Damn.
Veer Mahan
My boy
made
is
his
here.
debut.
He's here. He's here. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take
He
it.
was terrible. He was
He
terrible,
was
by the way.
he was
But
terrible too. Oh,
yeah, he no, it was not good. But
okay. Okay.
with her having the belt again, Queen Mia, who do you think who should be her first opponent this go around?
Honestly, if they were willing to like give Shayna back her old character, they would just actually just let Shayna be like NXT Shayna. I would be all for that because Shayna and Bianca, like, they have great chemistry. Shayna herself says that Bianca is like her favorite person to wrestle. So I would be all for like them going at it again. If we are not going to get like something of that nature, honestly, I'm all for Bianca to just run through everybody until we're ready to get somebody like to step up, because there really isn't anybody in NXT that I can see being a good opponent, like them trying to like bring up somebody, except like they can bring up Kaylee Ray and Io, and I would be like, those are both really good competitors, something that we have not seen from throughout like the entire roster. We haven't seen them together, and so that's something I'd be willing to see. However, as far as people on the main roster, there's really nobody on there I feel like is worthy to step up to her.
I'm gonna ask a two-part question. Okay, so Charlotte won against Ronda Rousey, but also we just saw Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar do a unification match. How would you feel about a possible unification match down the road between Charlotte and Bianca?
No thanks. Only because we already dealt with having one title like for the women, and then we already dealt with them having both the women's title and then the Divas title. They ended up unifying them because there wasn't enough competition. And so I feel like if we just do it again, there was no point in first of all, there's no point in really having a draft. If we're just going to have one title, then there's no point. However, if they actually, use NXT for what it was for, like Triple H been doing, which was, building up the people, building them as their own stars, and then letting them go so they can grow and become, bigger stars, that is actually something, to look forward to. Like, if you keep up with the way that they're going now, it's just like, nobody really cares about them, but that's because they just keep changing things. And it's just like, that's not what we care about. Y'all are focused on the wrong things. Y'all changing names, theme music, gear, and it's just like, that's not what you're supposed to be focusing on. You're supposed to be focusing on these move sets, helping people get clean, focusing on these characters, helping people talk. This is what NXT is supposed to be for. And y'all over there changing theme songs and names. Like, first of all, we mad because we want Walter back.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
I thought
Yeah.
y'all really think we're gonna be out here calling Pete Dunne anything else other than Pete Dunne? No. As soon as he came out of WrestleMania, I was like, oh, Pete Dunne.
He looked
They were
like Scrappy Doo. Look like Scrappy Doo, Queen Mia. Like Scrappy Doo.
they were calling him something else, and I was just like, I don't even know what they're calling him. I'm not gonna acknowledge him like that.
Oh, Butch the
His
Paper
name is
Boy. Butch the Paper
his
Boy.
name is P Dunn, and that's how he gonna stay.
Well,
I'm
enough of
not
the
playing with
sports
that.
and enough of the sports entertainment BS. The main event, All Elite Wrestling. Tony Khan has purchased Ring of Honor. Wednesday, Samoa Joe. FTR and the Bucks Part 2. If you're available Wednesday, I do a watch along. If you would like to join me, I would more than welcome you.
Wednesday.
8 o'clock live. If you're free, let us know. I would love to have you on.
Let me get back to you because I might
Okay.
be working that
It's
evening.
it's
I
it's an
don't
open it's an
know.
open slot any Wednesday. I do watch alongs every week. This week
Okay.
Samoa Joe's back with a live mic,
Yeah,
FTR and the
my
Bucks.
man Samoa Joe.
I mean, AEW is killing it. I don't care what nobody say. Call me a shill. Damn it. Tony Khan came in our live stream last week and said he loves what I'm doing. So I don't give a damn. You can't tell me nothing.
No, I'm absolutely I cannot fully get behind AEW just yet. I need them to actually care about their women's division. I need them to actually put as much effort into their women that they do for their men. Um, I I need them to do better because when they started, it was all like, "Oh, we're gonna do this for the women. We're gonna actually make our people care about our women." And I have yet to see it. It's like, yeah, y'all have two titles for the women, but we're not really getting anything. Like the last card, I definitely feel like we can have women on pay-per-views, and this is for like both WWE and for AEW. We can have women on pay-per-views without titles being in the picture. It is not hard to build those feuds. You can build them. You just have to put in the work to do so. And the fact that they don't put in the work to do so, but we're getting all types of rivalry matches from all these men. No disrespect to the men, but women got beef too. And if you let women, just go out there and like be beefing and you just let them wreck, they're gonna put on a good show. As long as now, what I will say, I can say that for WWE's women, AEW's women, they need to be a little bit more clean before, we just out there throwing them out there, especially on TV. But I need them to do more with their women and I need them to do more with their black people before I can actually sit here and be like, let's go AEW. I can't get on that train because I don't see the only person, like the only black woman that I'm seeing consistently in the spotlight is Jade.
Yes.
And I love me some Jade. I love Jade.
Uh,
However, y'all should have way more representation than y'all do. Than like AEW should have when they came to be like AEW, the free agent, like the market was flooded with black people. They could have had endless black women, they could have had endless black men. And when you look at it, white, 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 white. You can't sit up there and tell me, representation this, representation that, yet you can't really tell me, you're given the history of your champions, they're all white people. Like Scorpio Sky been there from the beginning, and yet he just won a TNT title. No disrespect to the TNT title. However, I definitely feel like he should have been in the main title picture a while ago.
uh,
This is like a step in the right direction. We don't want Tony Storm to not give him witness protection like Ruby Soho. I didn't care for her anyway. I've never been on the Ruby train. So that was just never it's like, okay, Ruby, sure, whatever. She didn't do it for me. I'm not super, impressed. But it's just like, Tony's cool. She has a different wrestling style that we're not used to seeing from a lot of like female wrestlers. So she's a nice breath of fresh air. However, I want more. I want more for AEW's women and I want more for AEW's like black talent before I can actually be like, yes, team AEW.
I think you're gonna get it too. I think Keith Lee is gonna ascend. I think Jade
As she
Cargill
should.
is gonna eventually get the main belt.
As she
And
should. She gets better every time we see her in the ring. Like
yep, she
there's
sure
no
does.
there's literally no denying. Every time Jade gets between those ropes, she is consistently showing that she is actively working on becoming a better wrestler because this is what she's decided to put her time into. And you can see that she is taking this very seriously. It's not a game for her. This is actually what she is determined to make, her legacy about. So I am all here for her and I absolutely can't wait. I'm loving the fact that she's like, running through everybody and it's not looking like she just squashing everybody. They're
Hmm.
actually having matches that are going decent times. And it's like, this is exactly what I want to see and we can have more of that.
Me,
So they need
let
to
me
do.
ask you, how would you feel about possibly if it well, would you consider it a dream match to have Bianca versus Jade?
Hell yeah, absolutely. Well, given Jade like continues to get better, I think that if she was ever like, she wants something new, she could absolutely come on over to WWE, and it's like, okay, and then that can be a rivalry that we have with the title, without a title, or we can have a little bit of both. It starts off with the title, and then eventually they both end up losing it, and now they just about to go ahead and bare knuckle brawl this thing out. Like, let them girls have a street fight. Okay, false count anywhere, anything go. Like, give it to me, and that's money.
All right, and let
Well,
me ask you
what
one last question on my end. Who do you think Roman will face next?
Honestly, I really want to see Sheamus in the main title picture. It's been a long time, but he has never not been an entertainer for me. He's never not been like somebody that I'm just like, all right, like Sheamus, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the bathroom. Like, nah, he's not a bathroom break. He is somebody that, regardless of who he's fighting, it's gonna be good. A long match or a short match, it's gonna be good, and it's been that way since he got here. Am I like I could see Roman and Drew, fine, but Drew's already been here at the top and then fell down, and then he was back at the top, and then he's gone again. He can stay doing mid card things for a little bit, and I'm okay with other people. Like I really would like to see Sheamus um up in this light again. Like, and then once Big E gets better, he is absolutely somebody I want
Mhm.
to like fight Roman.
Queen Mia,
Last
I think Sheamus getting that IC title. That's the only title he hasn't had. I think he should get that.
Absolutely, for sure. But I think
Really
that
good.
that's something that should come. I feel like that's something that should come after he tries to climb like the mountain that is God mode Roman Reigns.
mm,
Because then it's like after he's already been doing all of the mid-card things, and as he has this sort of like stable, the sort of faction he got going on, he takes that over to Roman, and Roman got his boys, Sheamus got his boys. First of all, both Ridge and Pete Dunne offer a very like brutal type of wrestling that is something we have not seen with the likes of the Usos in a really long time. Like, we haven't seen anybody go head to head like that, but the completely like different type of wrestling styles. And then, like, they can definitely be on a chase for the gold. And that's something I would be okay with because it's fresh and it's something that's going to be entertaining to see regardless of who's in the ring. You put either twin in the ring with either of those boys and they're going to show out. It's going to be really good. And I think that if they do put him in this picture, and then like if they were to put him in this picture and then he just so happens like to lose it, and it's a clean loss, and he ends up losing, then I would be perfectly fine with you know them, the Pete and Ridge going after the tag titles, and then Sheamus can go and have the IC title, and that would be cool. However, Big E and Sheamus are the only two people I'm really interested in seeing fight Roman right now.
last question for me. Being that Cody Rhodes made his debut speech tonight on Raw, his ultimate goal is to get the championship, or the WWE championship that his father never got.
I'm sorry, I completely missed that. Did you say something about Cody Rhodes?
Yes, I know you don't like Cody. I know how you feel
Sorry,
about him.
I took a
But
brief nap.
but what do you think? Do you think he accomplishes his goal when back in WWE?
I sure as hell hope not, because I cannot, like, Cody Rhodes toppling Mount Olympus right now. No, no. There's nothing about Cody Rhodes that he can even touch God mode Roman with. There's nothing. Because if you take away his last name, okay, you go ahead and you take, and he's just Cody. If his last name was something else, he wouldn't be in this picture. However, with his father being who he is, and You know, now he has that. It's okay for him to be bare minimum, and being bare minimum is going to carry him to the moon because of who his father was. But if he was just old average Joe, he wouldn't be here. He'd be rolling around backstage and catering with the rest of the average Joes. However, creatively, he got the brain. He got the brain. And that's what I'm here for, Cody. Keep the brain working. Stop trying to step between a rope with the big boys because that's not where you shine. It's just not. However, you know, you give him a good character and it's like, you know, okay, he can do some character work because Stardust, some of his best work. Stardust. And it was lovely. The theme song, fire. Okay, the character, fire. The matches, chef's kiss, really good. But just regular, just Cody Rhodes, supposed to be the American nightmare, sweetie. You're not even. You couldn't even be an American dream if you tried. You know, it's just yikes. Nobody's afraid of you. Nobody's afraid of you. No one's going, Cody. No, no one's doing that because that's not it. Nobody's afraid of you. However, you know, you go behind the scenes, put that brain to work. We can be besties, but like you need to go and you know, just give us some mid card stuff. You know, it's what he does. I'm okay with him doing the mid card stuff.
Well, Queen Mia, how can they keep up with you, all your wrestling takes, or whatever else you talk about?
Honestly, I mean, I'm in a couple of like wrestling group chats. However, I'm always down to talk. I love talking. So, you know, my Instagram is Queen_Mia with 2 A's 99. And I'm pretty sure my Twitter handle is Beautiful Mimi 99, if I'm not mistaken. And that's all I got. That's it.
Well, let us know if you're available this week or any future weeks when we do some of these watch alongs. We'd love to have you on board and here
Absolutely.
pick your brain and get your opinions of your wonderful wrestling mind. Let's give it up for me, Queen Mia, one more time, everybody.
That was awesome. That was awesome stuff.
Definitely. So we'll definitely, if
Thank
you're
you.
free, let us know. You're more than welcome anytime, and we'll talk
Hey
to you real,
guys,
real
she
soon.
made it sound somewhat interesting. Thank you.
Oh, this guy
Thank
over
you
here.
guys for
Oh
having me.
Lord.
Oh Lord.
Anytime, y'all. Anytime.
Thank you.
Y'all have a
Yes, let
good
us know
night.
about
Thank
Wednesday, and
you.
we'll talk to you down the line.
Absolutely.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good night.
Appreciate you.
Give it up for Queen Mia one more time, everybody. Another illustrious guest here on the Flex Zone podcast. Make sure you tap that bell down below, subscribe, and it's time to end this and wrap this puppy up. As the national championship game actually heats up, it's time to get a little goofy with Crevonte, baby. And if you want to give a quick score, Crevonte, of the national championship, I know it's heating up a little bit, so let the people know what's going on.
So the score is now Kansas 65, North Carolina 61, with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left.
Yes, lose North Carolina. Lose.
Mm-hmm.
Lose.
Yeah. Guys, welcome to Goofies of the Week. I appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time. So let me tell the world, America, everybody what I thought was goofy this week. And the funny thing about this one is that I saw it coming. I absolutely saw it coming. And it is surrounding a special team that was previously in Jersey, but now they're in Brooklyn. But first things first, housekeeping. Byron always tells me housekeeping rules. I have a high level goofy card and I have a low level goofy card. We have Falcon Red. That still fits, yo. That still fits. And we got Jet Green, which still fits. No matter what season it actually is, it still fits. I only have one this week, and of course, high level goofy. These are the extreme goofies. Like we have to ponder and think about life. Where do we go wrong? A lot of people went wrong. That's usually what the high level goofy is. The green level goofy is it's funny. It's just funny. It's like ha ha ha. They're stupid. Whatever. Move on. But when it gets to that good red, which is where I like to be. I like the Falcon Red. Shout out to Atlanta, but I like the Falcon Red, brother. And so yes, I have one in particular, but like I was saying, it actually surrounding a team that's previously in Jersey but now in Brooklyn. And I read this headline and I was like, I told y'all. Not like y'all, but I mean like America, like the goofiness. And I want you guys to take a gander at this.
Oh,
Oh
joy.
boy.
Oh yeah. That.
Oh, joy.
Huh? So guys, I'm just gonna do the rest of it like this. Um, I'm Ben Simmons and I'm Goofy. Okay, Dre. I'm Ben Simmons and I'm Goofy. All right, huh? So what happened was,
You're just
Steve
not gonna let
Nash,
it go because I called him the savior, are you?
I can't. I still can't believe you. I still can't believe. Oh, Mark. So Steve Nash revealed the inevitable. Ben Simmons is not going to play the remainder of the basketball season. Did he play any of it? Is anybody surprised here? As soon as I seen the headline, I was like, yep, I know what it is. Because then it could be him playing. Why would it be? The craziest thing about all of this is that the beginning of the year, he was on the injury report, but next to his name it said personal. Because injury report, you gotta say, well, pretty much if you're gonna be out, limited, whatever, you say the name, what's injured. For Ben Simmons, it said personal. For Ben Simmons, it should have said Goofy. That's what it should have said on the injury report. It should have said Goofy. And a picture of Goofy would have helped, whatever. But I just find it so weird how somebody who didn't play any basketball and was out for a good half of the season, and it said personal. He gets traded to Brooklyn, and all of a sudden he got a back injury. I think this is weird. I think this is beyond weird. And Dre, at this point, he needs a savior because this is out of how you ain't played basketball all year. Your back hurt because you was sitting down too much. He was on that bench, right? He was riding that bench, and he's like, all right, coach. I'm out 2 more weeks, coach. My back. What? How dare he? How dare? Like, yo, this, and also, not just that, he's not going to play the remainder of the season, and he's not going to play in the play-in. What? Bro, you might as well say he's done for the season because you ain't going to throw him into the mix once they make it out that play-in. You ain't about to throw him into the mix and just say, play, get into game shape while playing. No, that's not how it works. And I'm sure Steve Nash knows that's not how it works because Steve Nash was only a basketball player. So what was all this for?
Next year.
Now, I have been on record saying that in the Sixers and Nets trade, the Sixers was for now and the Brooklyn Nets was for later. This is not a good start to later, though. Like, at all. What are you here for? We don't want you. We don't even want you as a cheerleader, bro. We was all hype. I'm sure a lot of people had that game circled for when they were gonna play Philadelphia in Philadelphia. Oh, there may be a chance Ben Simmons plays this game. Yada this, yada that. Wrong. He was nowhere near playing. And you know why? Because he's goofy. And I'm starting to think that the Nets could have done without him. because that's what's going on here. I at this point, Seth Curry and Andre Drummond is more valuable than this guy.
That's facts.
Word, no, that's facts, bro.
That's a damn shame.
But the cash cow was him.
Mm-hmm.
He was the headline of the trade, correct?
Yeah.
And now you get two guys who we knew Steph Curry was the one that put it over the top for me. That was like, yeah, I think they might have won this trade. Getting Steph Curry was the melting pot. Like, oh yeah, y'all gave up too much for this mess. But at this point, they needed it. Because if they wouldn't have got Steph Curry, where would the Nets be right now? While Kyrie was going through his mess. Because Steph Curry been balling. So what if they just got Drummond and no Ben Simmons? Like got Ben Simmons but didn't get Ben Simmons, you know what I'm saying? What's going on now?
And with the trade, I said that they gave up too much.
But looking at it initially, they did. But seemed like giving up Ben Simmons was the bargain. That's what it looks like right now. But it is what it is. I saw the headline. I was like, I know what it's going to say. I know exactly what it's going to say. He's done for the season. I hate when we do things like, oh, he's out this game, he's out this game, he's out this game. You out for the season. And then out for the season happens. Now it's like, duh, he should have been out for the season when he got traded. It's stupid. Stupid. And very goofy for Ben Simmons. And honestly, the Nets looking real goofy for this trade. But still yet to be determined. But Ben Simmons is going to be Ben Simmons. I don't even think he was working really to come back at all. Still in the church's money, I tell you. But y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great, and Ben Simmons is on the side by himself. Got to do better. Got to do better.
Thank you for that, Crevonte. Raj, it is crunch time, like Mark said. What's going on in the NCAA Championship Game?
All right, well, it's like literally less than a minute. Kansas is up 70-69. Got 38.5 seconds left. It looks like a foul was committed. A player is hurt from North Carolina.
Oh boy!
It is coming down to the wire, man. Another tight, close contest in college basketball.
It's only right.
Very appropriate way to end it.
The appropriate way to end it is for North Carolina to lose.
There you go.
That's the proper way to end it.
Drizzy Dre, episode 338 next week. And we're going to get some baseball this season.
Yes.
Maybe we'll talk some baseball with your Yankees as well next week.
So if Duke couldn't get it done, at least my Yankees can get it done.
What can the people look forward to next week, Dre, on the Flex?
You're a hater, Crevonte. Of course, we're going to dive into baseball. I think that's going to be the real headliner. And like I said, it's a fresh start. So hopefully my Yankees, we can get it done. But I mean, we also got to talk about the hometown Baltimore Orioles. We got to talk about.
Do we have to?
Look, do we have to talk about the Nationals?
We don't. We can look the other way. We can look the other way.
I wasn't expecting that.
Nope, we don't, brother. I'm still holding on to the championship we won a couple years ago. That's my baby.
That was a good one. But as always, gentlemen, I mean, I appreciate the work that y'all been doing. Shout out to our guests as well. I mean, we've had some
really
great guests coming in. So shout out to them. And I mean, it's definitely more to come. The creative juices have been flowing. I know a lot of the thank yous go to me, but it's thank yous to y'all, because without y'all, this isn't even possible. So thank y'all for what y'all been doing.
And let the people know how to keep up with you in the mornings as well.
You can follow me on the mornings with was my big brother. Sometimes we do we bring the Flex Zone to WEAA, but you can catch me Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Good Morning Baltimore and WEAA. And like I said, we do this twice a week on WEAA. Me and my big brother, we call him the Hype Man. So make sure y'all check us out.
Show is executive produced by Andre Melton. Senior producer is the captain of the Goofy ship, Crevonte Hurd. You guys hear the music. It's time to put the kids to bed. And it looks like North Carolina is being put to bed as Kansas looks like they have a 3-point lead with 4 seconds to go. Looks like Baycott of the Carolina Tar Heels was the person who was injured. Raj, let the people know how to keep up with us on YouTube, videos we have, what's coming up, and so much more.
Well, it looks like North Carolina is going to lose this game. Right now is a timeout. 72-69. Kansas has the ball. Yeah, man, my pick is about to go up in flames, but you can catch us at the Flex Zone 1 on Facebook, on YouTube, the Flex Zone Podcast. Hit that subscribe button. Got a lot more content coming.
And hit that bell.
And hit the bell. Yes, hit the bell for notifications. Our community tab is finally open, so you're going to see a lot of posts from us, a lot of polls as well. I put up one this morning about did people like and enjoy WrestleMania 38. So if you see that, make sure you hit the poll. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and a lot more things to come as well. But yeah. Oh, plus we got Crevonte's and Byron's breakdowns of the NFL draft prospects coming very soon as well. So look out for that. And yeah, man, another week of work put in. It's going to get put in this week. Yeah, I'm just going to this game is a wrap. Kansas done won the national championship. I'm just going to say it's over. Carolina done lost. Yeah, it's time to put the kids to bed. It's time to put this damn college basketball season to bed. You can celebrate over there, Dre. You got what you wanted, man.
Yeah.
The white wife will be consoling Hubert Davis tonight.
Flex on 1 on all social media platforms.
Hey,
Flex on
Byron.
Podcast. What's up?
Hey, real quick, man. I want everybody to know at halftime, North Carolina was minus 500 to win, which meant Kansas was probably plus at least that, probably more, because they was down by 15 at halftime. So if I wasn't on here, I'd have dared myself to sprinkle a little something on that money line, because it would have been a stupid payout. I would have put a lot on it, but it'd have been a crazy payout because it happened.
Right.
But what's the final score?
Looks like it is. Hold on. It looks like we got a.
No, they still
playing. 3 seconds left.
They're reviewing a play. They're reviewing a play right now.
I think it's 72-69 though.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what was the over under, Crevonte?
152. So that ain't. Yeah, that they ain't gonna get that unless they're going to overtime, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they had a high one. Okay.
And the plus was -4. The closing spread was -4 and +4.
Gotcha.
We can
plus. I actually took it 5.5. I bought some points on it. 5 points, people. 5 points.
Well, if you want to donate to Crevonte's Gambling and the Flex Zone Podcast, hashtag the Flex Zone 1. Only place giving you sports how you want it, fellas.
When you need it.
We'll be back next week with episode 338, talking baseball and so much more. Once again, give it up to Queen Mia again for joining us. We appreciate you, Queen. Hopefully, she'll be joining me real soon for a live stream, watch along. Like I said, if you want to be part of the moderating crew, let us know. flexon1@gmail.com. Shout out to everybody from the weekend who joined us. Shout out to Oos Lamar. Shout out to Ms. Bates. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Ant. Shout out to D, Dre, Raj, everybody who tapped in this weekend. Over 8 hours of content down below. Check out the live stream. Check out the videos on the Ravens. DK Metcalf be a Raven. What else should the Ravens do in free agency? My good brother Raj broke it down for you. And we'll have more Ravens videos this week as well. As we said, draft profiles coming soon with Crevonte in the next week or so, breaking down your favorite prospects as the NFL draft is just 3 weeks away. But we're gonna make it out of here, y'all. Drop those emojis in the chat. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell. Like this video and like all our other videos as well. Again, Flex On Podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Acknowledge us. We the ones, baby. And Crevonte, we still all America's Moist Wanted Podcast, baby. God's favorite host, the host with the moist. And until next week, y'all, stay moist. And we gone. Peace.
We gone. Peace.
We the ones.
We the ones, baby. Come on, North Carolina. You still got a chance, baby. You still got somewhat of a chance, baby. Pick up the phone, baby.
Baby. Word.
Man, I swear, they like to draw this damn thing out. This ain't probably go out to 12 o'clock.
God
My
damn.
heavens. My heavens.